Hello.
Hello.
How do you do?
Wow, you're crackly.
Exactly? That's not
Yeah,
good.
like really bad.
The fuck? Let me fix that
Alright.
probably. Is that any better?
Yes.
Why did that work?
I don't
Okay.
know, but it's better now. I've. The stream is live. The Santa Claus is there. There's a few problems with it,
Uh-oh.
but honestly, that makes
I
it
want to see
better.
these problems. I want to see these problems. Sam, okay?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, Sam.
Hello,
Is it Sam?
Sam. I can hear him. I. Alright. Hey, there's a stream. My inputs are gonna be garbage today because I'm playing on a square gate.
How exciting.
You can't. I
Why
can't
didn't you...
use the quad boat
How
one
do
in
you...
this stick, unfortunately.
Why not?
It's like you have to buy like the joystick by itself. It's like built in.
What?
Yeah, it's
Oh, hold on a
strange.
second. Wait. So what stick did you get?
Hori Rap 4.
The Hori Rap 4.
It's very.
And you're telling me it doesn't have a modular gate?
It does not.
I call horseshit. What?
I mean, I opened it up and everything.
Well, there goes my question, because I was gonna be like, why is the first thing you do when you buy a fight stick not just switching out the gate?
It was the first
I'm
thing I
upset.
did before I even
Well, I
plugged it in.
respect you. You have immediately earned my respect. I now have to understand what the fuck, how...
I even told Jacob he could have my old stick because he wanted to play Tekken, but he's using my old one that's broken. But now he has to wait till I get a new gate. But the stick is so clicky. I like it. It's like twice as loud as my other one.
Oh my fucking god. It's the entire chassis. You have to replace the entire chassis.
Yeah, it's the whole
That's
thing.
so stupid. That is so beyond stupid.
So I got
When was
one
this?
coming.
Wait, when was this created?
I don't know.
Release date. It was released in 2015. That's still like unexcusable.
Yeah, it really should be there, but whatever. It's a clicky stick. That's the important part.
Was your last one not stick clicky?
No, it sounded like hollow when you moved the stick. And this one clicks.
Damn.
And I'm still doing like Tekken backdashes.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, welcome to the stream. This is the lab stream where I'm putting off working for a little bit.
Is that a Santa screaming with an anime face?
It's... Okay, so there's a story here.
Oh boy.
I googled transparent Santa PNG, right?
Okay.
And
Immediately sounds horrible.
yeah, it's already awful. And I found one of him dabbing, and I was like, it's that one. But the background wasn't transparent, so I chroma keyed it. And now
Okay.
half of Santa's missing.
I mean, could be worse.
Honestly, it's better.
Hey Sam, you're typing things. Why aren't you saying things?
Can you change the voice server? Shall we have like a
Sure.
group chat? Why are you typing in the Twitch chat? I thought you hated that.
Server setting.
I don't remember. so you go. I got you. Hold on. My select button doesn't work. I did it! My select button is a square now? It's like on the side of the thing. I used it in Tekken and it was working fine. Did I die in the voice server, by the way? Because I think Crank changed it. No, I can't hear anything.
You can't hear me?
Oh, I can. Hello.
Oh, okay. Hello. I've been saying things. Were you just not able to hear me until now?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you till just now.
Oh,
That's
okay.
convenient, I
I was
guess.
thinking I'd rather play in a Smashbox than use a Square Gate, and then you just didn't say anything. And I'm like, I wonder if you're actually contemplating switching to the Smashbox.
I mean, it's like right below me. I could do it.
I think it might be better for you. I'm not
Also,
sure,
my
though.
other stick is like right beside me, but you know, I'd have to get up.
Oh. Unfortunate.
So I can't do that. I don't think I have that picture anymore. I know that you DM'd me it, but I'm gonna tell you on stream I can't do it.
Okay. It is 3. Is anyone here?
I don't know.
Oh, hell yeah. We got more bots in this chat than real people.
Wow, it's just like all my streams.
Ideal, honestly. I'm pretty good at conversation with myself.
That's why I get a stick, you heck. I mean, you don't have to, really, but, you know.
Does Saga play on pad?
Yeah,
Fucking D-gen.
right? You might even be able to backdash in Tekken if you got a stick. Because I think he plays on the analog stick, and I don't know how you do that. If you play on the analog stick, you should definitely get a stick, because it's like an analog stick except with a gate on it. If you play on D-pad, I can keep using pad, I guess. I don't know. I use D-pad.
D-pad's good, but it rips your thumb to pieces.
Yeah, it do.
And also, there hasn't been a good D-pad that costs under $200 in, like, probably 15 years.
I like the PS3 D-pad.
The PS3 D-pad was okay, and the PS2 one was probably the best one. But, like, they still suck. The only good D-pad I've ever really used was the Astro one, and that breaks after, like, 6 months, and it'll cost you, like, $20 to replace. But, the controller itself costs $200. But all the parts are modular, so, I mean, I don't know.
So, while I've been working, and by working I mean letting my computer work for me,
Yeah.
I've been playing Switch. I've been using a GameCube controller again. I forgot that that's like my favorite controller ever. It's such a good controller.
Yeah, because it has a gate right in the pad.
Yeah, and it's like laid out nice too.
It's very interesting the amount of thought that went into it and how little sense it looks like it makes.
Yeah.
You know, because like when you look at it visually, you're just like, what the fuck is this chaotic mess? But like, there was a lot of thought gone into all of that. Like, the A button's gonna be the button that's most used in all games, so we're gonna make it the biggest.
Yeah, it's heck
Like-
good. I played Smash a little bit, and then I remembered I don't like Smash.
Good call.
I played Hatsune Miku Osu. That's a good game.
That's on the Switch.
Yeah. I played Minecraft.
On the Switch?
Yeah.
Good.
Playing Minecraft with a GameCube controller.
Go be a normal person, play Mario or some
It's
shit.
terrible. I have it installed. I have Mario Maker 2.
That's pretty good.
I also have like Fire Emblem and junk, and I've just been sitting here playing Minecraft.
Nice. I'm surprised you're not playing Fire Emblem. I guess that's the big one.
I don't know. I'm like afraid to play the new route because I really like the characters, and I don't want to play it and then realize I don't like them.
Didn't you play multiple routes already anyway?
Yeah, but it's not the new one with the cool people.
Oh.
Did I enjoy WoW? I don't know. I played it for 10 minutes. I loaded it. I said
no.
I loaded it. I said this starting area is different, and then I closed it. I don't know if I enjoyed it, and I won't know until like after the 31st because I'm gonna be working till then probably.
Reminds me of like why I stopped pre-ordering games in general. Like I know it sounds unrelated, but it was just like I bought Dishonored 2, preloaded that game. Like I pre-ordered it, preloaded the game, and I was so ready to play it. And then I was awake and at my computer at midnight when I was already able to play it, and just chose not to play it, and literally have never launched the game.
I was gonna say I really like Dishonored. I was really looking forward to Dishonored 2, and then I forgot about it.
Right,
I don't even
that's
have it.
exactly what happened to me. Dishonored was really, really good, and then Dishonored 2 happened, and it just like everyone was super excited, and then suddenly nobody cared.
I don't even own it. I was really excited for that.
Yeah. I should really go back and play it, because I want to know if I'm supposed to be happy about it or not.
I've never even heard anything about it. Change the voice server to Europe.
Sure.
We can just go to Sam's and see if that fixes it.
We could also do that. I'm actually more inclined to do that. Want to
Let's
just go to
do it.
Sam's Discord?
Yeah, it's easier.
Alright.
We're in Sam's Discord. It's so different.
Like, have a group.
Infiltrated the system.
Whoa. Couldn't you do that in the other server too?
No, you guys were in
think you
the
could.
important chat. Now you're in general.
Wait, but aren't you a green name?
This is my land now.
We're on Swaggo's turf.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Sam.
No.
Alright.
I
Alright.
can't hear anyone.
I wonder if he
think-
has his headphones plugged in. Hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you check your
That
headphones?
would be funny. Well, no, he
You're
hears
the
it
first
great
thing I do
though.
when I can't hear
Again,
anybody.
I can hear you for the stream.
Quick, let's all make fun
Okay.
of him.
Sam can't hear us. What a loser.
I can't.
This is great. It's
Yeah.
like talking with Sam on a 10-second delay.
Oh, wait, we had that experience at some point, didn't we?
I think so.
It was like we were like
No, it
on
was a
Discord and we
3-second
heard each other
delay
like
on
10 seconds
Steam
after everyone
chat.
talked.
Hey, who's in chat? Who's awake?
We got Mao, we got
Who's putting themselves through this?
Dunce, good stuff. They don't have to be awake; they just have to be here, right? Fall
Put
asleep
me in,
after
coach.
you like watch the stream. That's totally fine. Or during.
Oh, I looked at matchups. That's not right. Hold
Thanks
up.
for getting, coach.
Okay, hey, let's talk about some questions so that I can go play more Minecraft while I pretend to work.
Oh, is it last week?
It do. It do.
Do the bike guy.
I already did the bike guy.
How does double get out of pressure? Let's start with that.
You killed them. Okay, hold up.
Is the answer not L-bomb?
Let me know if you need me to plug in my stick or whatever.
Yeah, I think I should be good. Actually, I'm gonna get my other stick because the select button on this one's not working. So I'll be right back.
Meanwhile, everyone can admire Wii Fit Trainer Double,
Is that
the
what that's
faceless
supposed to be?
savior of fitness. Santa creeps me out every time I look at it. I don't understand what I'm supposed to be looking at.
I made a request of Penny to fix that, but she has not responded yet.
I feel like if you ask her to fix anything, she's just gonna make it worse on purpose.
Oh, it's a request to make it worse.
Oh, okay, got it. Why Wii Fit Trainer? I still don't get it. I mean, why McDonald's squiggly? Like, it doesn't make any sense. At least, I guess Wii Fit Trainer is this faceless creature, you know? Like, her face is, like, faded away and she's, like, dehumanized in some sense or whatever, so you can, like, you know, at least justify, like, double the faceless creature. Is supposed to be Wii Fit Trainer or something? I don't know. McDonald's squiggly is just, like,
You talking
Their hands
bad
have
about
candy cane.
Ronald McDonald Squiggly? That's the best skin
Yes.
in the game.
it's
I
the
mean-
best, worst skin in the game.
Yeah.
It's the cream of
I
the
don't
crap.
know. I would gladly pick Ronald McDonald over the fucking what's it, Earthworm Jim or whatever the fuck it is. I fucking hate
Earthworm
that
Jim is
skin.
clever. There's a worm inside of Jim.
No, it's fucking awful. It's probably my least favorite skin outside of every Big Band skin.
There's pressure in this game.
Every big bad skin. Damn.
Yeah, nothing against the like palettes or what they reference.
Whoa! Voice server change.
Voice server change. I was
Yeah.
wondering why everything shaky. Okay.
Okay, so how the heck does double get out of pressure? I'm assuming that they mean solo. And honestly, she doesn't.
Wow, with a DP assist.
Yeah. She doesn't really have.
Heads.
You what?
Is the answer not L bomber into cat heads?
I mean, kind of.
Reversal teacup.
It's definitely your mash teacup. I don't. She doesn't have anything like great for that. She has stuff that's good because she's double and nothing is bad.
I mean, in terms of all serious, like in all seriousness, the answer is push blocking. Like you want to push block, and then you can either do all sorts of bad, either bomber or TK teacup or some sort of nonsense or whatever. Like the idea is that you need to make yourself small and get out of there, so you use teacup. Alternatively, you can use bomber to reverse it, but you need to PBGC. That's the ultimate important thing here. You want to push block first hit ASAP, otherwise you're not really gonna get much. Cat heads kind of works, but if your opponent's blocking, they can find a way to punish it.
No, you should never.
And the ideal scenario is you're not stuck with just double anyway. Like you want to be able to use it to beat assist.
Yeah. No, ideally you never just do rock cat heads. That's gonna not end well for you. But the reason we say L bomber into cat heads and not L bomber into monster is because in the one patch, the only patch, they changed it so that you can't. That's not real anymore. There's like a gap. And there's not a gap if you use cat heads. So, you know. Yeah, you're kind of just gonna be L-bombering if you want a DP. Obviously, if you're playing someone like Philia, you can try to challenge air dashes with jab. You can try to, you know, PBGC car out of like a butcher's thing or whatever. I don't know. Don't do it against butchers. But, she doesn't have anything. She doesn't have an easy answer. It's not like Big Band where you're like, just beat extend, my guy.
Yeah. The I mean, I guess the easy answer or the correct answer, like above all else, is don't get hit. Right? That's kind of universally true for Skullgirls, but it's especially true for double because their offense is so powerful. You don't really have an excuse to getting hit. Like you just kind of keep on flesh stepping mid screen, calling assist, and you're gonna get hits nonstop. Like it's not. You can't block that shit.
Yeah, double gets to cheat in this game, so you should never be in pressure.
Yeah, pretty much.
But if you are, you're probably looking at car or bomber, and neither of them are great. Or you're gonna try to beat it like a normal person that plays a fighting game, and that sucks in this game. So, you know,
You don't do that. God, why am I not playing Tekken?
I want to play Tekken more. How to get out of pressure easier?
Push block. PBGC. If you have an assist, use it, or better yet, alpha counter into a proper safe setup. If you're playing like Bella double, that's really nice to have Bella anchor in that situation because you can block alpha counter 360, almost guaranteed situation that goes into your favor. The easy answers are have something more than double, because double's not easy to get out of pressure.
No, this is just like in general, how to get out of pressure easier.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
I didn't read the second question.
The answer is that there's not an easy way to do it because this is Skullgirls and pressure is ridiculous. You're still looking at PBGC invul and stuff, or you know, alpha counter into invul and stuff. Mostly invul and stuff.
Yeah.
The correct way to do it, because the real answer to this isn't. It's the problem's probably not what you're doing. What you're doing is probably fine. The answer is making sure that it always goes your way. So it's something like I'm gonna show it. Don't think I won't, because this is the dumbest thing in this game, and nobody plays this team. Who's cool?
Beat extends fleshed up or A train fleshed up?
Neither.
Brass.
Not even.
Is there a specific reason you chose only lights?
No. I just wanted to pick like Philia with cremation because that's kind of dumb pressure. Oops. I don't remember how this training room works. Okay. So if they're doing pressure things, right? So they're doing like run up, do some stuff, whatever. It don't matter, right? The answer, you always want it to go in your favor. If you do something like this and they bait it, this team is dumb. If you... If you mass SSJ, there's a chance they bait it, and then you die because you get heavy counter hit, right? If you're... I'm gonna make her bait it. I've really thought this through. Don't listen to me.
Setup's a little too strong there, buddy.
Yeah, it's too good.
Formation's pretty good.
I actually didn't want to air dash there. So if they're gonna try to bait an SSJ, right? You're sad in that situation. You're gonna die. But this game lets you cheat. Like, at any point you can just, hey, actually, you baited me. It's my turn now. You're mashing the same way in both instances. You're doing the same thing. It's just one way makes sure that if you hit them, you win, and if they block it, you win anyway, because it's Skullgirls. A good amount of teams can do something like that. Usually a team has some form of...
Safety, you'd see.
Yeah. And even if it's not safe, especially if you're someone like Band, like, you can get away with it anyway. Like, SSJ into Fireball Super is safe because she's too far away to actually punish it. But you just want to make sure that you're always getting what you want out of it. I don't know who asked this. I don't know how they play or anything, but I'm pretty sure the answer isn't how they were timing it, and it's more so keeping the odds in your favor.
Yeah. I think Kenji brings this up a lot, but in general in Get Great, we talk a lot about team order and like why your team order is a little sus. A lot of that comes down to, do you have a safe DHC out at all times? Because if you're paying attention and you have been saving meter for in case you get screwed over, which is pretty normal, you know, almost always does a player have like 2 meter left when they start dealing with pressure, you pretty much are guaranteed a safe DHC. And sometimes for some teams that are really, really good, it's okay to have like, or to need 3 meters, so you have to DHC all the way through to have a safe DHC. That's okay sometimes. That's fine too. But almost every team has some sort of option like that. And in a case where you're a team with Bella, like I mentioned before, you can just always alpha counter her in and 360. Like, that's fine also.
And, you know, someone like Double, too, you don't even, like, need a safe DHC. You can just technically do this, because this is also stupid.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's, make sure, try to figure out, if you're playing solo, the answer is kill them. Because that's the weakness of solo, you don't really have these options. Yeah, I'm going to show something in the same vein for the third question. I show this a lot. And it's all comes back to the same thing I say every live stream, which is just make people block, please. Make them block something. So,
yeah, blocking's broken.
If you're playing Bella, you're playing neutral, right? If you see a Bella running around and her neutral is doing this over and over, this is all she's doing, you're like, this Bella heckin' sucks. This is awful. Why is she doing that? If you start doing it with beat extend all of a sudden, it's disgusting. The option that you're using is still a armored, high damage, whatever. The difference is they can't block it anymore because
they have to beat extend and then it loops and then it's fine.
Yeah, so you can. How do you do training mode anymore? Where's block?
Honestly, I still think this is like 20 times more intuitive than the second training mode. Maybe I just haven't used it enough because I've used it for 3 hours, but still.
So if you heck. So yeah, if you start running around and you start doing this, there's nothing they get to do about that. If your battle butt whiffs, it doesn't matter. There's a beat extend there. If they block it, it doesn't matter. You're at plus raise. If they get hit by it, you just get a combo. It's if you want to talk about not getting caught disadvantage, it's do dumb things with an assist. Because then they're good.
Team fight is in a nutshell.
Yeah. Use the assist to the biggest of your advantages. Yeah, H-Fiber and H-Brass, you could do, like, anything with, like, lock and load and just run around. Look at your team. Everybody watching, I don't even care if you're solo. Get a team first. Look at your team. And then, what's the dumbest thing you could do? And is it good if you add an assist to it? Because the answer is probably yes, and then just do that, and it's dumb.
That's single-handedly why you'll almost never find solos at a higher level of play, because they look at their team, they say, what could I do with an assist on it? And they realize that it's everything that they wish they could do as a solo.
That's kind of what I mean by like cheating in this game, where there are some teams that just straight up skip neutral because they exist. And I think this is one of them, where you just run around, you do whatever you want, and you're in the Bella mix as soon as they do anything.
Pretty much anything with a beat extend assist does that.
Yeah. Beam assists do it. It's why I played this Parasol team, because I just like pillaring a lot, and it turns out if you add butchers to it, it's really stupid. It's all the same concept. It is better, but I did butchers specifically for the pillar thing because it was funny. Yeah, no, there are 1.5 billion teams that can do this. If you're stuck, the answer is figure out how to cheat. Stop playing Skullgirls. Start playing your own game. But don't actually skip the learning Skullgirls thing, because that's still important. But if you're like,
it's funny how far you can get if you just learn one character and then add on beat extend assist, and just not really learn Skullgirls. If you don't learn neutral, don't learn Skullgirls whatsoever. Just kind of play character plus beat extend assist. You can get really, really far. That can carry you pretty hard.
Let's see if I can throw on some other just dumb things people do. Fortune with Parasol Shot or Lenny or something. That's another one, because you can just run it. Like, you wouldn't... Fortune's just running at you and jabbing. You're like, okay, whatever, I'll just kill you. Fortune with a shot assist behind her while she's jabbing, you're gonna die.
We already saw the Philia with cremation. Fortune with cremation's that, but worse.
Yeah. Eliza can do it too. That's what peacocks do too, because normally you don't just throw out random teleports, but if it turns out if you do it with an assist, it's pretty good. There's the band H-Bomber team. That team's dumb.
Yeah, I don't know if we were talking about this question, but the next question was like, how to force options out of people without getting caught in disadvantage. In case we weren't talking about that question, the answer is exactly the same. It's use your assist.
Yeah, if you use your assists like this, you'll never be at disadvantage. Yeah, Robo H-Beam. It just... The dumbest thing your character has, it doesn't matter how many answers there are to it. If it's a big button and it makes them block something or whatever, add an assist and you'll win.
I think we went from having more bots than people to suddenly having 23 viewers. All I gotta do is talk about Bella. A penny. You can't use beat extend assist if you're playing as Big Band. How do you make Big Band pressure safe?
Lock and load.
That works.
It's another brass, I guess. Pillar, no. What are the DP assists in this game? I don't even remember.
Up-do is horrible for Band because it comes out behind Band. Squiggly doesn't count. Eliza, you should never be using.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That assist, but like if you use Axe, that's good enough, and it's actually really, really solid. Like Axe, Band with Axe assist is really, really good.
Yeah, that's another. If you're playing a team with Band in it and you don't have a way to make H-Brass safe, do that, because it falls in the same. If you could just run around and H-Brass all day, and it's plus, why wouldn't you do that?
The number of I've lost count of the number of games I've won by using Brass plus Beam Assist. Like, all I do is just like, all right, I'm down to 2 characters I don't know how to play, Robo and Band. Throw out Brass, you cover it with Beam Assist over and over again, and like players that are way better than me struggle with like dealing with that, because no matter what, they're eating some shit or something. Yeah, you just can't do shit.
You're afraid to eat it because that's so much damage. You're afraid to block it because then you're blocking Beam Assist, and Band's got 50-50s.
Yep.
Whoa.
Hi, Sam.
I heard Sam for a second. I don't think he heard us. BattleBot, M-Bomber, yeah.
Are you sure you muted the stream?
Wait, is Sam talking?
Yeah, hello.
Oh.
I can hear Sam.
Now I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you guys now.
Looks like a Discord is having a day.
No, it's my internet because it was lagging everything. So was.
But I was able to hear you when Penny couldn't, and Penny also couldn't hear me for a little while for no
Yeah, that's
reason
weird.
in particular.
That happens
Am
to
I
Penny
working?
sometimes. Yeah, you're working, Swagger.
Nah.
Wait, I don't hear Swagger. So Swagger talking?
Yes.
I stopped talking because I was also listening to the stream at the same time and couldn't hear myself in the stream, so I just assumed I was broken. So I started typing instead of talking.
It's probably my Discord being screwy. It do that.
It's a Discord day.
All right, it's time to restart the stream. Welcome to Skull.
Welcome to Skullgirls Be Great, where we play H-Brass with assists. Because...
So I have an important Skullgirls question, right?
Uh-huh.
Why does the Santa PNG look like a fucking?
Okay, there's a story here. There's a story here.
Oh, here we go again.
I
watched the beginning of the stream, Sam.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's seen the beginning of the stream, though. So I looked for transparent Santa PNGs, and one of the first results was Santa dabbing, which means you have to pick that, right?
You have to use that. 100%.
And then it wasn't on a transparent background, it was on a white background.
Mhm.
So I chroma keyed it. And it took half of Santa with it.
You just kept that. It even took away his eyes.
Yeah.
Oh no, his eyes are closed.
Penny, you should check your DMs. I sent you the thing you need.
I don't have a DM for you. Oh, that? I also told you that I'm not doing that because I don't have it anymore.
Oh, what do you mean you don't have it? Oh, the
it's,
Santa?
Not this. Oh, yeah. No, I don't have that.
Also, the reason why I messaged in the Twitch chat rather than in our group chat is because usually when Crank's doing Get Great, I guess because since you're the host it wouldn't have affected it, but usually when Crank's doing Get Great, he never messages, he never sees DMs, never. He has not
Crank
once
just
ever seen
doesn't
DMs.
see DMs.
That's not true. I just see him way too late.
Mm-hmm.
Crank ignores me
And
all
that's
the
why
time.
I said it in Twitch
Okay,
chat.
hold on. I'm
I
interrupting you
gotta
guys.
keep an eye on 3 different chats, and if you ask me to change channels, then it's gonna be hard, alright?
I'm interrupting you guys. Doctor, don't you run H-Chair Assist? Or am I thinking of someone else? Because I play Tekken now.
Thought he ran H-Chair.
Yeah, okay.
Don't you also run Eldor?
Let me show you.
Oh no, he switched to double.
Let me show you. This is sick.
Are you gonna do the thing?
These colors match, sure. No, I have stand light kick assist. It's fine. If you're playing double with H-Chair is just slow enough to be really nice for double because it comes out just after the gun comes out. So if you're in neutral and they're probably jumping around because this is Skullgirls. This is blocking that I'm changing. There we go. And they're probably jumping around. You can just run around and you're throw the chair, you heck. It comes out after the gun, so you can just kind of throw out punch, and even if the chair whiffs, they have to be scared because there's a chair. It might not whiff. It's Skullgirls.
Yeah, the number of people who are threading that needle are 2. 7 Sonic Fox. That's it. No one else is threading that needle.
And guys, as soon as you do this, you're allowed to go in and do whatever you want because you just do it. Stop jumping. The jump was a mistake. You just throw it out in neutral. It don't matter. It's another projectile. It adds to your pressure. Yeah, you can just run around and do whatever. Like I said, normally in neutral, you would not just throw out full stand hard punches into low guns because they'll just jump and you'll die. But if there's a chair there, they can't do that anymore. So you're allowed to just do it. You might even be able to get away with something like this because it's a good joke. We're just full screen called chair and H-bomber. What are they going to do? There's a chair there. That one might be a bad idea, but it's a great joke. So, And honestly, it's not even that bad of an idea, because... do it. See if it works. Heck it. Don't do it in the corner, though, because, that doesn't look good. Yeah, no, you're in recovery for years there. You don't understand double neutral beyond L, Luger, and Prey? Well, just add a chair to the middle of that equation, and you're gonna be 7 times as good.
The frame card is important though. You can't omit that. Like, you need the frames for that.
Yeah. And also, I'm gonna say forever, just doubles as owner would use the puddle, please.
Seriously, people really need to start using Monster Jail more. I don't understand why it disappeared. It's like 3 or 4 years ago, back when Skullgirls was good. Everyone just kept on using Monster Jail, and it was just the most painful thing to deal with. And then everyone just politely stopped using it. It's kind of nice at first, but now it's just like, but why though?
Politely stopped using
Yeah,
it.
because it's dumb. Here's the thing, right?
Like,
if you have a puddle here, you cover all the space in front of you. You're covering, or like, vertically, you're covering all that space. Horizontally, you're covering all this space. You have like 3/4 of the screen that you're covering because you exist. And because you're playing Beowulf, you get to triple cheat. Because this exists. They have to be terrified to stand there because they could just get full comboed from a raw attack.
yeah, for real. In the famous words of Clausen Bombs, I got punished for standing still. Rest in peace.
That's one of the funnest things about AOT. You can do it with, like, SBO and stuff, too. Just do it in tag. It's fine. It's a mix-up. I played this team with Peacock. I heckin' did it on incoming as a mix. I'd put down the puddle and I'd either tag to Beowulf or Big Band. Like, you dash and then tag, and it'd be a 50-50. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can set it up. It was a good joke. I don't care about colors. That's vaguely it. So in theory, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, I'll be honest. Can I do it off a snap? Does Bayo function well in teams but not on point? If you're playing double, this kind of goes hand in hand with what I was saying earlier. If you're playing double on your team at any point, whenever you want, if you decide that you're done with neutral, if you just decide I don't want to play anymore, you're allowed to throw out arm and go into cat heads, because what do they do about it? If they get hit, you get a combo. If they block it, you're plus. You can still play them on point, and then just whenever you get bored, you can just win neutral.
Also, a reminder: cat heads is only 1 meter when you DHC into it.
Yeah, it's really stupid. And that team kills you without supers, so, you know, they have bar for it.
I mean, what you just witnessed, imagine that on hit. That was a gigantic arm and SSJ into cat heads into a full combo with full undizzy bar for 3 meter.
Yeah, it's and that's when the team
That
order
was
was weird. Normally it's only 2 meter. Speaking of cat heads, what do you do in cat heads? I like to up forward and grab a lot, because the grab input makes the cat heads go nuts, and if they try to jump out of it, you're grabbing, you know? It's not fantastic, and normally the grab part doesn't actually matter, because when they block a cat head, they're kind of stuck on the ground. And then once they're blocking cat heads, there's a few things you can do. You can wait for them to push block and then just do some, you know, try to bait out a PBGC or something, because a lot of people like to PBGC out of that. You can just stop doing anything and then go for a mix-up. So if they're blocking that, you can just stop and then go low or something, you know?
That shit gets everybody, where it's like you make them block a couple, and then as soon as you know they're trying to push block, you just stop pressing cat heads, they'll get a backdash, and you get a full combo.
Yeah.
It is the stupidest
And you
thing.
can even do it, like, stop for a second and then flush step plus assist. And you're allowed to, I mean...
The motif of the stream is assists are pretty good.
Yeah, I say this every live stream. Make them block.
Honestly, that's all Get Great should be in general. Just make them block. That's
It's just so good.
how you win.
I didn't even learn that from this game.
Where'd you learn that from?
I learned it in Marvel Infinite.
Marvel Infinite?
Yeah, that's how the pressure worked in that game. You'd do whatever, and then you'd raw tag into the other guy. And whatever the first guy was doing made your thing plus. That game was so fun. The game sucked. So fun, though. I try to make people block.
But then they hit my face first.
What buttons are you using? Because if you're playing, like, if you're double, for example, if you throw out, like, crouch hard punch and stand hard punch, they're not going to be in your face. Yeah, Dormammu Thorn Carpet. That was such a fun button. That team was fun. I still have a 3-bar 1 reset TOD, which just looks really stupid because it's just a cross-up level 3 and it does 3/4 of your life. Yeah, so the problem there is you didn't say jump light kick. Fortune, hold on. Fortune jump light kick is actually ridiculous. I mean, obviously it's not her best button, because, like, jab exists and jump hard punch is pretty good, and, you know. But her jump light kick is gigantic.
It is really big.
And not only is it gigantic, you're allowed to air dash out of it and do some stuff.
Yeah. And if you air dash, I think it gets the autocorrect too, right?
Only if you super jump.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're allowed to... It's a lot better than this is, just because you're already committed to the air dash here. There's only one thing you can really do after they block it. But if you use jump light kick, you have your air dash still, which means you're allowed to do JMK fastfall stuff, you're allowed to just fastfall it on its own, you're allowed to... And again, if you're using assist, you can just throw this out with assist, and as soon as they block it, you can run up and do some stuff. Fortune jump light kick is fantastic, and I'm pretty sure that it's not like Peacock's thing or whatever. Hold on, I forgot how to read. Because I'm pretty sure that this hits overhead. Yeah, it might only be on fuzzy, but if you're using it to reset, it definitely hits overhead on the way up, which is really stupid. I don't know if I can force her to do it. Take my word for it. It does it on resets. I guess I could just reset her. I guess that would make sense. And I could, like... I play Tekken, alright? Yeah, here. You saw it. I play this character.
I'm about to totally expose you, but isn't that the character you've been labbing the most recently?
Headless.
Oh, okay. They make it sound like jumping light kick stuff is pointless on headless.
It's not pointless, it's different, because I confirm with the head, not with an air dash.
Oh.
So pointless.
It's different, because you're not spending your air dash, so you get to do things afterwards, if they block the head. Playing might be a strong word, I just kinda...
Anyone else is playing equals Penny's just kind of pressing buttons.
I mean, I haven't fought people.
Penny's learning.
Sure, but I'd hate to actually fight your Fortune, because if you've been labbing the Fortune, then I know exactly what's been happening.
I think you said that about my Xiao Yu once, which was really funny. You're like, why do you know all these stupid random confirms?
Yeah, well, I don't think you've actually fought that many people with Xiao Yu.
No, I think online I have like 5 wins.
Like, you just know all these fucking situationally specific
It's
things.
all I
was just
do.
like, what? Why?
It's all I do.
Fucking making macros to do your work for you and shit. Can't believe this.
Dude, if Tekken was on Switch, you wouldn't see me. We got chat questions. I'm gonna have to end the stream earlier than I thought. Like, not yet, but we didn't do Christmas dinner last night, so we're doing it tonight. Last night, my mom was like, "It's too cold, so we're gonna eat frozen pizza on Christmas."
Wow.
And it was awesome. I actually enjoyed it greatly.
Yeah, ordering pizza and having it for Christmas is pretty solid.
It wasn't even ordered pizza. It was some random
Well,
frozen.
you can't order pizza.
I guess
Well,
not.
okay, so I eat leftover pizza on Christmas.
See, that's even better.
Because I ordered it the day before, and then reheat it the next day.
Alright. Hey, chat, you got questions so I can yell at you for...
Why do you play Parasol?
Big button.
Big button, good.
Okay.
You let them block. Good Oki pressure for headless. I'll be honest, I don't know what to do. I don't ever do cat scratch fever. I don't ever do super. I don't know why I said the name. I don't ever do super unless it kills them. Because I really don't like the Oki afterwards. But I do that on most characters anyway, where I just don't super unless they die. Unless you mean...
I'm not crazy, right? Cat Scratch
head-on.
Fever, you don't have to play Oki afterwards. After Cat Scratch Fever is headless, you use OTG and convert, don't you?
Yeah, I was assuming they meant like at the end of the combo. But I could be wrong, and they could be talking about while you have head on. Because that's really good.
They specifically said headless.
Yeah, but you turn into headless at the end, right?
I guess.
So you do like cat scratch, hard knockdown, and then head.
That is full bleed set play.
Yeah,
Single
it's
handedly.
heavy.
Full bleed gets a hit, Cat Scratch Fever to the corner, roll off head, and then kill them in the corner, because that just wins games.
Yeah, I don't really... I'll be honest, I don't really want to answer this, because I haven't lived it too much, and full bleed exists. Like, if you go watch their matches, that's what they do every game.
Yeah.
They'll be able to answer it much, much better than I could. And also, I normally take the head off like combos. Like, I do one of those, you know? Those are fun. I can't do it. Something like that. I don't know. I'm a Tekken player now. Have I said that yet? How do you approach
Are
neutral
there
with
Universal
Bellator?
Robo resets? Let me ask
Universal?
this question. Yeah. The only one I know really is only consistent on lights, and all the other ones are not really ambiguous.
Yeah, there's some... Let me talk about the Bella Double thing first, though.
Sure.
Can't stop looking at the Santa. Look, Chroma Key decided he's gonna die, so that's what we're doing.
Ho ho! Oh no!
And Bomber says, cool, I was just about to ask that.
I
Alright,
don't feel so good.
so I talked about it a little bit earlier, but because you have double, you get to cheat. So when you're running around a neutral, you're not really thinking about just doing this over and over again, because that's stupid. But it turns out when you add Bomber to it, there's nothing they really get to do about it. It's a little less good on hit, because, you know, they go flying. But you're still throwing out a big armored button that's plus on their, if they block it. And you have forward hard punch plus Bomber, that's also a thing. That's really good at controlling space. Whenever you decide you're done with Skullgirls and you want to stop playing, you can do this into cat heads. This super is gigantic, so as long as you're anywhere near them, they're going to be blocking it. Just bought the game. Is there an EU Discord? Is there an EU Discord? I think Abby's in
Yes.
it.
I'm in it too.
Oh, are you?
There's an EU Discord.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's called Skullgirls Get Great Discord.
EU
Is it
edition.
actually? Hold on a second.
Yeah.
EU edition. It is called EU Skull Friends.
Yeah, so don't be afraid to just do some dumb Bella thing. Like, if they're sitting there or whatever, run up people's elbow. It don't matter. If you have an assist there, you're allowed to.
Run up people's elbow.
Yeah, heck it. Plus. What are they gonna do? Run around, jump, medium
I think-
punch plus assist. That covers like the entire screen.
Yeah, well, that's how you play Bella. Jumping medium punch.
Yeah. Are there smart Bella things? No, you just push some stuff with an assist. That's that's what they do.
If you want to do smart things, you're playing the wrong character.
It really, it's not a great answer because it's not actually how to play neutral, you know. But ideally, you're skipping neutral as much as you can with a team like this. And the way you
I
do
think,
that is you
yeah.
do things with assist.
That was probably the most eloquently worded way I've ever heard that put. But yes, like That's exactly right. Where it's like, you can play better neutral with Bella. The problem is you shouldn't be, like, because Bella doesn't need to do that.
Brains turned off eternally. Yeah, no, that's it. I didn't drop out of college till I started playing Bella. That might even be true.
That might be true.
There's a chance
yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
Someone check the tapes. Go back in time.
I wore a squiggly shirt to my first day of school.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Somebody recognized it, too.
I didn't realize how cool you were.
You mean your first day of college?
No.
Oh.
Preschool.
You wasn't out yet.
What do you mean?
The
I'm
fact that
4
someone
years old.
recognized it too is also weird.
No, I'm 4 years old. It all makes sense now.
No, wait.
Okay, Universal Robo things. I don't know all of them. But I know there's that one jump hard kick thing, I think. It's like a really stupid left-right.
Yeah, okay, so jumping light punch, jumping medium kick, and jumping hard kick is the cross-up thing that's very, very good on lights, and occasionally works on mediums, but on lights is where it's most ambiguous. So clearly it works on mediums because you're demonstrating it or whatever. But is that the best thing she has? Like, is there anything else?
I mean, you have all the restand 50-50s. I'm trying to air dash cancel. That's not how this character works. I can't do combos anymore.
The restand 50?
You just do your first string into a restand and then lower overhead. I'm still trying to air dash.
Is there like any proper set play? Like, are any of her resets good enough to do any proper set play on her? Because like, no matter how much I try, I can't like reset to kill. Like, it's always just like, and then I have to checkmate with beams.
Yeah, I never really, outside of the one fast fall that's dumb on whites, I never liked her resets. I usually just did stand hard kick into heads and then did some stuff, you know?
And cart. Oh yeah. And then magnets or just build up more heads.
Yeah. That's what I enjoyed at least. Because I just run around like a robo.
Guess I'm going back to low throw.
You don't need to reset if they're dead to zoning. Big brain. Robo's zoning does so much damage.
It
Character sucks.
more damage than her combos at least.
It's true. Was there another I feel like I missed another question. What happens if they call DP assist as you do your assist things? Don't do that. If they're calling a DP assist a lot in neutral, the answer to that is counter calling. Kill
So
their
yeah,
assist.
like, yeah. What's the alright? So what happens if they call DP assist as you do your funny assist things? Your funny assist. It depends what you mean by your funny assist things. Because your funny assist things involves your assist being invulnerable, and you're already doing the right thing, right? You're counter calling.
Yeah. You if you're fighting somebody like in theory, the way to beat Kenji's Fukua beat extend team is counter calling. In practice, Kenji's gonna beat you up probably, but in theory, that's how you do it. There's also, what's the T on M Bomber versus H Bomber? I think it depends on the character.
It's
really
the Bella thing.
don't.
Or beat extend Bella, whatever.
M beat extend is the Bella thing, but
Oh, okay.
I don't like M Bomber at all. But H Bomber goes over characters if they're crouching, which is really annoying.
I'm pretty sure that's it. I think M Itemer is like good for the same reasons M Item is. Where it's like, yeah, they won't always be in range for M Item, but like when they are in range, when it's important to actually hit them with it, you know? In the same way, the range where M Bomber would work, H Bomber won't work, and that also happens to be the same range where Bomber would be important to hit.
I would play M Bomber on someone like Philia or Fortune or something that wants to be in their face while they're crouching. But I would totally run H Bomber on like Parasol or Band or anyone that's not doing that, really. H Bomber's better, IMO. But the going over people is really, really annoying.
I guess it just depends on how we want to use it for, right? If you're playing Brain Dead Bella with H Bomber, it's like way better. But if you are trying to use it to help you gain, like in an actual neutral scenario, like if you're not playing Bella point or not playing someone with something really, really dumb point that H Bomber would make safe, then M Bomber is just better because it'll actually get you your hit.
Yeah.
It'll get them blocking faster.
And obviously there's some like combos, like the Val combos really like... They like H Bomber. Yeah. I don't know if they work with M-Bomber, I'll be honest, but I know she likes H-Bomber. Bunch of banned combos with H-Bomber. Because you get free brasses, because banned point is good.
Robot, doing things that just work are how you get a pay raise, not how you get better grades. In fact, they're very mutually exclusive. Smart things will get you better grades. Things that just work will get you more money. I learned the hard way.
Bella's better with H-Bomber than M-Bomber. It really depends on what you're doing. If you want to skip neutral, H-Bomber is going to be better. If you find yourself having trouble opening people up once you're close to them, M-Bomber's probably better. But if you're Bella, I'd say you might still want H-Bomber just because you have a 4-frame command grab, so opening people up shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, it's really stupid. I mean, at the end of the day, this game is awesome, and you can actually just run whatever and do well with it. So if you play with H-Bomber for a little bit and you find that you still like M-Bomber better, there's nothing wrong with playing M-Bomber. I would probably play with H-Bomber, but do your thing. Creative.
Just know that you're wrong. Like, you can play M-Bomber, but you're probably wrong.
There are people that unironically run dash assists, so... And grab assists.
Unironically, hold up.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
For, alpha counter.
What?
Yeah.
On what? Like Painwheel, I guess?
I think it was
He
Fortune.
doesn't really have good assists.
I want to say it was Fortune, and it never really came up because Fortune usually died before she went in the back. But
I don't know about unironically. That seems really weird to me. Like, the only time I can imagine is with Painwheel, where you're never going to use her assist anyways, really, unless it's Pinion. But if you're not using Pinion, right, like, Elda Toluda, God knows what he's doing these days. Back in the day when he was the Painwheel player, he ran grab assist because there was nothing else he could really utilize from Painwheel's arsenal.
and this game is gross. I've seen people do like full dumb things with like bike guy assist, with Val command grab assist, with heckin' diamond drop assist is hilarious.
Fuck. Anything Diamond Drop related just upsets me.
I really want to play Bayo diamond drop assist. I want that to be a team I play because it's so funny.
Do it. Make me cry.
It's just so much worse than A-Train, but it's so much funnier.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, what other chat questions we got? I'm possibly running out of time.
I mean, I think we wrapped up most of the questions that were there.
Yeah, I'm just fishing for those last chat ones.
No one's really saying much, so I guess that's about it.
End the
Give it a few more
stream.
minutes. Oh, well, let's give it one more minute.
Yeah, give it.
One more.
I'm not
With that clean
desperate for
4
time.
p.m. or 5 p.m. depending on where you are,
Yeah,
or 6 p.m. if you're in the middle of the ocean.
10 p.m. right now.
you're in Monopoly World. Cut the tapes.
Cut the tapes. Cut the camera's dead ass. Newfoundland.
Isn't it the one that like goes up by like 30 minutes or some junk? Yeah, hour and a half ahead. So
An
it's
hour and
like,
a half.
yeah.
What's the point?
How do you do close range pressure with Peacock? You're gonna hate me because I'm gonna answer this the same way as I answered a lot of things.
Well, this is the same way. This is the same question that's been asked 3 times. The answer we give all 3 times is don't play close range Peacock.
The answer I always give is hold item.
Oh yeah, hold on, item. That's also a thing you always say. That's true.
If you are Peacock and you run around and you're trying to do air that, like whatever, most of it's probably not going to work because she's not fantastic at it. If you have an item held, all of a sudden everything's really dumb and they can't do anything anymore. And you're plus on everything. And you're allowed to... If you, like... if I ever find myself getting close to the corner as Peacock because I'm like running away or anything, if you hold item and then just run at them, they have to leave. You're allowed to just do it.
Yeah.
If you're doing anything close range, have an item held. That make them block, hold an item, and then run around with the item.
And the reason I say don't play close range Peacock is because that implies you're doing more than just trying to go for a safe mix and backing off. Because the way I view it is that you have M item, you go for a safe mix, or you have L George out and you teleport, exactly what Penny just demonstrated, right? So, or you have L George out and you go for a safe mix, but then afterwards you want to back off. Like there's no reason to really stay in there because you're just going to get much more work done when you back off. That's my take on it. But Penny is smarter.
I think her rush time is ridiculous just because of her pressure. Not her pressure, her damage is ridiculous.
True.
So she only has to hit you once. And if you're not holding an item, I'd say it sucks. But just the threat of that item, especially when it hits level 3, you're not going to block that. Nobody's going to block that. Unless they're already absolute guarding, you're not. It's not happening. Especially because it's not, like, there are characters in other fighting games, like Predator from MKX kind of had that, where he threw traps that hit low on your wake up, and then he'd hit you overhead, and it was, like, almost the same time, so you had to block one then the other really fast, but it was always the same timing, so if you knew it, you could beat it. The thing about item is that you're allowed to mix it up with whatever, so you could just do the low and just not do the overhead, you know? You can do whatever the heck, you can just do the item. It don't matter. They're terrified. You're Peacock. Look at Shadow. It's got an exclamation mark. It's because they're scared.
Why? But yeah, sure.
That's what they're thinking when they see it.
For the record, it's because it's an overhead now. That's why the exclamation mark appears. But it's also because you're scared.
It does at every level, doesn't it?
Nope.
Yeah, it does. What? Yeah, it does. What?
Oh, it does. Oh, yeah, it does it whenever it changes levels. Never mind.
It's
Yeah,
meant to
okay.
tell you like when it goes up to the next level.
Oh, okay.
Is it a question mark in the first one, or am I having a stroke?
Yeah, I thought it was.
No,
Yeah, it's a question mark for the first one. It's an exclamation mark when it's an overhead.
No.
No, it's 2 exclamations.
Oh, wow. Okay.
How long have you played this game for?
Like 5 minutes.
Okay.
My Discord is in front of my
I
game. I'm
mean,
doing a combo blind.
I mean, you still play like you've only played for 5 minutes, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually feel like I
From the
played for.
get-go.
Yeah, like you. The more you watch me play, the more it feels like I'm losing time on how much I've been playing Skullgirls, not gaining.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that
down to
combo's
4
fun.
minutes at this point.
Like heck.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my best advice for everyone. Go play Tekken. That game's really good. Make sure you play Lei Wulong.
Make sure you play Gigas.
Make sure you play random.
If you want to play a character where every time you push a button, he gives in some other stance that you've never heard of in your life, and you wonder how you got there,
You play Xiao Yu.
I
Or
think Xiao
Zafina.
Yu's not that bad, actually. Because Xiao Yu can always choose to go into her stances. Lei and Zafina are, like, forced.
Yeah, I guess Zafina is the important one there.
If you don't want to play a character in a fighting game, play Gigas.
Seriously. That character is so different compared to everyone else just because of how hulkingly huge he is.
And he's good right now, so don't even talk to me, Sam.
Yeah. I hate it. He's not meant to be
Like good or like 50%
I mean,
good?
people are winning tournaments with him, like, consistently. He's pretty good.
That's
Him and Miguel, too. Miguel got a bunch of buffs.
I literally think it was like that one team's team.
It's
like,
the wall
allowed-
pressure.
Yeah, it allowed him to have something really good.
It's really gross. That and the counter hit launcher is kind of nice if they don't know the matchup.
Yeah. But who doesn't know the matchup against Gigas? He's like the meme.
Heck, nobody knows the matchup, my guy.
I feel like that's why he's popular in tournaments. Like I feel like I don't know. I can't
It didn't
can't
happen
say
until
Sam's
he got
done the
buffed,
things
is
that
the
make
thing.
him broken against me yet. So like I don't really feel it, but from what I'm watching, it's just like, yeah, if I knew the matchup, I'd be fine here.
Yeah, a lot of the time, if Sam just kills you, it's because, like... most of the time, it's because of Gigas' command grab.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's a grappler with one command grab.
Yeah,
That's
he only
the same
has
break.
one. He only has one. Why does he only have one grab?
I don't think he's actually supposed to be a grappler, Sam.
He feels like he was designed to be a grappler, and he's not.
He's not a wrestler. There are literal wrestlers in this game that
Yeah,
have command
Are you
grabs.
gonna tell me Armor King's a grappler? Don't even talk to me.
More of a grappler than Giga.
Also, King has 70 command grabs.
Steve's more of a grappler.
70?
Honestly, Steve's more of a grappler than Heckin' King.
Yeah, Steve's more of a grappler. He's a box. Not meant to grab.
Steve's got ridiculous
King?
throws. Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve's throws are dumb.
The only person that I think that is less of a grappler than Gigas is Akuma because he doesn't have a command grab.
Paul and Hwoarang are really good grab kits too. Steve has grabs
I don't
that
understand.
cheat. You know how normally it shows the arms, on how to tech
Yeah.
it? Steve doesn't do that with some of his throws. You just have to guess.
Feng has that out of back turn. That's fun.
Yeah, there are a few characters, like Zhao Yu has that too. I think Lei does. It's just, he
Well,
just does it. And his wall resplats you so that you get free stuff into another throw mix.
I mean, I'm okay talking about this because we're not really talking about Skullgirls anymore. But
Welcome
like,
to Tekken.
yeah, welcome to Tekken. So, what normally defines a grappler is either one of two things. A, they get to convert off of their throws and they get to do something else. Or their throws put them into a situation where, like, the follow-up is really, really scary. Whether they get a 50-50 following up, or they basically get to control how their opponent's laying down in Tekken, for
Right.
example. And King does that really, really well, which is why I consider King a grappler character a lot more than Steve. Steve's throw is pretty good, don't get me wrong.
Well,
But, like,
but his
King
throws do
gets
that.
so much setup off of his throws.
But Steve's throws do that.
Okay, I'm not saying Steve is not a grappler, okay? Even though he's not a
Also,
grappler. But I am
have-
saying that King is a grappler.
I'm not saying the King's not a grappler. I'm just saying there are characters with, I'd say, better throw kits than King has.
But is it as big as King's throw kit?
They don't do as much damage, I'll tell you that.
King has too many grabs. I remember me and Penny just looked through the
Roll
list
cradle.
and he has like 70 fucking grabs. Like, it's just like, oh yeah, back one too, that's a grab.
Well, you gotta remember that a lot of those grabs come
Slightly
off of
back
other
one
grabs,
too,
though.
that's also a grab.
Down, back, forward, 1+2? Oh, that's another grab.
That's another grab.
Wait,
What's
down,
that?
back?
You're in.
Yeah,
you're in
his,
the air? That's a grab.
His tombstone is down, back, and then forward 2+4.
What's
2
that
plus
mean?
4?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I guess that sort of makes sense. That's so weird because it's just like the same input as a normal.
It's a
throw, so
crazy
now you
good
have two
throw.
open.
It puts them
That's
head towards. It's heckin' dumb.
You
Oh my God, that's
sidestepped?
okay.
That's a grab.
Honestly, yeah, I was doing that to you.
yeah. That's too
What's the
many
frame difference for a wake-up kick if your head is facing towards you or away from you?
Oh, it's so much slower if their head is towards. It's like 10 frames.
I
or
figured,
something.
but I never really knew the number.
I want to say it's like 10 frames.
10
10
frame
frames.
difference?
10 frames extra, yeah. But it also has to, if your feet are towards, you get a launch if you counter hit with the wake up blow. If your head is towards, it just has to be a clean hit. It doesn't have to be counter hit.
And the launch?
Yeah.
That's universally true?
Yeah.
Wow.
Might not be true for like Steve because he doesn't have legs, but
He has one kick as of tag 2. Unless they removed it.
he has 2 now. He's got
my
the
God, what a
stomping
kick.
low and he's got a hop kick. It's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
They gave him a hop kick?
Yeah, it's
Not okay.
terrible.
They should not have done that.
It's like a
The
25
stomping
frame
row makes
startup.
sense.
It's awful. Like, Lace is awful, but I still, like, use it. Steve's the guy to just, like, ignore it. It
Wait.
doesn't exist.
The hop kick has how many frames of startup?
It's like over 20.
I didn't know that existed. I literally did not know
It's
that hop kicks
terrible.
over 20 frames existed. That's insane. Isn't the standard like 16?
Yeah. 15. Oh, I
Well,
started
Skullgirls like
Steve frame
complaining
dating
because
and I
a
got
jab is one
smashed.
frame faster.
It was the Smash Steve coming up before Tekken Steve. Come on. Steve's been out for how many years? I guess I didn't say which one.
In like a month, probably.
With the other Steve.
I mean, years? I think he's been around since Tekken 4? 3, maybe? Maybe 3.
Up
What was
for...
the- Steve Fox first. Tekken.
Startup frame. Steve Steve's hot kick is 24 frames.
24
Yeah,
fucking frames.
and it's got like less range than Fang's. It's really bad. He's got
Steve Fox was introduced in Tekken 4. Interesting.
He's got another move that's like a normal hot kick. It's like his up forward 2 and he punches you instead of kicking you. But he also has a hot kick.
Okay. Was the hop kicks hit mid, right?
Yeah.
It's like a mid punish. Does the up forward 2 hit mid?
Yes, but that's one of Steve's biggest things. He doesn't actually get to launch you until like 22 frames.
Ugh. Can he combo into a launch?
No. But if he counter hits you, you die.
True.
Steve's like also one of the best in the game right now. The guy's ridiculous.
Also one of the hardest.
That he is.
He's been that way since like season 2, where it's like no one wants to play him because he's really, really hard, but on paper he's like ridiculously good.
Heckin' Knee's been playing him a lot recently. It's awesome.
He plays everybody a lot.
Yeah. I think the
Freaking
Knee
what a meme
versus...
hit Megan.
I want to say there's a tournament recently, and I don't remember what Asian country it was in, but it was in one of them. And it was like JDCR's Fakumram versus Knee Steve. It was heckin' hype. Alright, I'm up to the stream off. So we're not just sitting here talking about Tekken.
Wait,
It's
before
a
you
quick
do-
thing. What? Go ahead, Sam.
I was just saying, Penny, while you turn the stream off, make the Santa like just full screen.
Alright, while the sand is being transformed to full screen, if you guys like the advice here and want to get normal advice, next Saturday we'll be back to normal Skullgirls Get Great. So look forward to that. Skullgirls Get Great every Saturday, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, etc. Match you up against a relatively even opponent. Provide constructive criticism on your play. And if you want to apply the skills that you've been practicing or apply the knowledge that you've gained in today's stream, then look forward to us going live with our Wednesday Skullgirls Be Great tournament. Next Wednesday is actually probably a meme tournament, right? Because it's like it's the 5th Wednesday of the month. So yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, it's Thursday is the 31st. That's my deadline.
so it's gonna be a funny tournament. Enjoy Christmas holiday season. Enjoy New Year. Enjoy Santa.
This is gonna
I don't-
suck to fix later.
This is fun.
I have to delete these. Alright, bye.